What is going on, guys? It is Trifecta J, and this is episode 6 of my NBA 2K MyGM. Starting off with the trade, Lou Williams, Chris Anderson, and our 2015 draft pick for Harrison Barnes and Johnny O'Bryant. Then we're flipping Johnny O'Bryant and Shane Battier for Gorgui Dieng and Shabazz Muhammad. And then we are trading Shabazz Muhammad back for Shane Battier, and with that just waiving Ronny Turiaf, as 2K won't just let you be able to waive a player or anything like that. So I had to sort of work around that, and then you can see we're just releasing Ronny Turiaf. So we're taking on the Milwaukee Bucks this game. This is a team coached by Larry Drew, former Hawks coach. Another reunions of sorts. I think this is the third straight episode where there's been one of those. And so in the trade, we gave the Warriors Lou Williams, who I feel like could be sort of a Jarrett Jack type player for them, a spark plug off the bench, as in this game he hasn't really struggled from his ACL issues. And then in that trade we're getting Harrison Barnes, who will be our starting small forward for the future most likely, and then could move to a 4th spot in certain times, or if we change up this team a little. Then with that trade we are trading Johnny O'Bryant and Shane Battier for Gorgui Dieng and Shabazz Muhammad. That's a trade. I didn't really want Johnny O'Bryant, but to make the salaries work and everything, that was something that I had to do. And then trading Shabazz Muhammad back for Shane Battier and Ronny Turiaf, as I really like Shane Battier. He's a very smart defender, can shoot the ball, and he provides leadership in the playoffs, something that we really need as a team that does not have a ton of deep playoff experience. And then we would end up just waiving Ronny Turiaf, as he was a guy I had to include to make it work roster-wise. And so Gordon Hayward hits a 3 right there to give his team the 8-3 lead. Jeff Teague on the fast break hits Harrison Barnes, and he lays that up and in for his first basket as a Hawk. Great play right there. So you can see our team right now is 24-26 and are not in the playoffs. So that was the big reason for sort of switching it up. Our team was not working together, and it just did not seem to be working. So I just tried to change it up, get a different mentality going with this team, another shooter in Harrison Barnes, and a guy to put in our starting lineup to pretty much complete our starting lineup for this year. However, it is open to change in the future, as Harrison Barnes a while ago on another fast break layup, something that he can do very well. He's a very athletic player. In real life he hasn't quite reached his potential yet, but I feel like in this MyGM we can help him do that, as he's a very athletic guy. He's a nice shooter, and he can play the stretch 4. Not a great rebounder in that 4 role, but at the same time, that's something that we'll have to work on maybe in the offseason with him. But 21-12 for the Hawks and the Bucks. Schroeder with the ball, passes to Ontic for a long 2, and he knocks that shot down, as the lead is now 11 late in the first quarter. Great start to this game. As you can see, the Bucks have Dante Exum on this team to go along with their core. So a nice pickup from them. They also got Vince Carter in a trade, another guy that they have acquired. So they have a pretty nice core. Really Dante Exum's their only good player for the future. But he will steal. I tried to roll the ball up the floor, and I waited too long to pick it up, and Dante Exum almost made the buzzer beater 3. But going into the second quarter, we're up by 2. Very average first quarter. Started off well, but the Bucks made a little run towards the end of the first quarter, and that tied the game, brought the lead down to 2. So, like I said, not a great first quarter, but not bad by any extent. Jeff Teague on the fast break now, passes to Al Horford, and 1 as F.A. Udoh fouls him, and now the lead is at 5. Al Horford on the fast break now, passes to Gorgui Dieng, and he will score the layup. And I believe that's probably his first basket as a Hawk, as these are the first games from our new acquisitions. And this gives our team and Gorgui Dieng another sort of a rim protector, and a guy that maybe can develop into a really quality 3rd or 4th big man off your bench. But great pass right there from Jeff T to Gordon Hayward, and he knocks that long 2 down, as the lead is now up to 11 with Zaza Pachulia on the perimeter. Passes to Vince Carter, and Carter knocks down the 3, as the lead is now down to 8. Vince Carter with 6 points on the day. Hayward with the ball, sees Jeff Teague. Jeff Teague gets behind the 3 line, and he knocks down the 3 to give his team the 11-point lead halfway through the second quarter. Al Horford in the post now on Larry Sanders, going with the reverse layup and gets that shot to go. Great post move as we are on a 16-5 run. So Brandon Knight with the ball into the corner for OJ Mayo. OJ Mayo shoots and knocks down the 3. Actually, that is a long 2 as his foot must have been on the line. Gordon Hayward with the ball, passes to Jeff Teague. Another 3 for Teague, and he knocks down that 3. Lead back up to 12, 1 minute left as Carlos Delfino in the corner, and he drives to the basket. Nice little flip up and in as the lead is now down to 10. And Dante Exum on the break, passes it, and that is Giannis Antetokounmpo as he and Dante Exum too in Summer League right now are playing extremely well. Dante Exum looks amazing. It is a Summer League, but at the same time, it's something that you always like to see, as it shows you more who can play rather than, or who can't play rather than who can play. So going into halftime, up by 6. There's an interview with Larry Drew.
All right, Kevin, thank you so much. Coach, going into halftime here, still anybody's game. How do you feel about what you're seeing out there?
I thought we did a good job. I thought we missed some easy shots. We got some good looks. The pace was at a pretty good pace. We have to make sure that when we do push that pace, that shot goes up. We've got to get back on defense and find shooters.
Coach, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Norris. And we'll play there in the first half.
So start of the second half now. Brandon Knight with the ball just at the beginning of it. Vince Carter now passes it back to Brandon Knight, driving, and he lays it up. No need for the backboard right there, as he will just lay that shot up and in. The lead is now down to 3. Hayward looking for a pick from Al Horford, and he will just drive as the 2 defenders get caught on Horford and dunk that shot in. Great play from Al Horford and Gordon Hayward on the pick and roll. So OJ Mayo passes it, and that basket is good from Brandon Knight. A pretty nice day so far. I think he has a good bit of points. Harrison Barnes shoots a little fadeaway jumper, and he knocks that shot down. 5-point lead. Great shot by the new acquisition of the Hawks. Jeff Teague on the fast break, back to Al Horford, and he will just flip that shot up and in. Great job by Jeff Teague on the fast break. He's a very athletic player. He's very quick with his feet, and he can get up and down the court. One of the fastest players in the NBA, and that makes him very effective on the fast break. As Harrison Barnes shoots a 3 and scores that. Now at 9 points, 7 rebounds. Good job rebounding, not so much scoring, but there's a lot of scores in this lineup. Our starting 5 has a lot of scores, however our bench does not. You have a lot of defensive players, and Shane Battier, Gorgie Zhang, 2 of the big ones, and then on the bench you have Dennis Schroeder, who not a great scorer by himself, but I feel like he could be a very strong backup point guard for us. But Jeff Teague with the ball to Gordon Hayward, back to Harrison Barnes in the corner for 3, and that is another 3 from Harrison Barnes. So Jeff Teague with the ball, getting a pick, back outside. Great pass right there. One more pass to Mike Scott in the corner, and that is something that he can do. Not a great 3-point shooter, but he can knock down the corner 3s, and that's really what you want out of your players. They don't have to be able to shoot from the top of the key and knock down that 3, but you want them to be able to hit the corner 3, as that is a 3 right there from OJ Mayo, and he knocks that shot down, as Gordon Hayward has 16 points in this day. A very nice scoring performance from him. And then Jeff Teague gets a nice pick. Everyone on defense appears to be confused, and he scores that to give his team a 3-point lead. So going into the fourth quarter, appears to be up by 5. Nice third quarter, separating ourselves some from towards the end of it. The Bucks did start to come back and pulled in with 1, but since then we have brought the lead back up to 5. So now start of the fourth quarter is about to begin, as Rodney Stuckey, one of their other free agent acquisitions, is on the court now. Passes it to Dante Exum for 3, and he knocks that shot down, as the lead is now 4. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So Shelvin Mack with the ball into the post for Al Horford, and he just beats Zaza Pachulia off the bounce. Great play right there from the center out of Florida. But Harrison Barnes gets the screen. No one covers him, and he posterizes about 3 bucks right there, as that ball will end up just rolling in, as it almost fell right out. But Shelvin Mack has given the ball to Al Horford. Great cut from Harrison Barnes, and he puts that ball up and in. He started off a little slow on offense, but he's starting to pick it up, with Rodney Stuckey having the ball, driving in the lane on Paul Millsap to Dante Exum for 3, and he is not able to get that, but Zaza Pachulia gets the rebound and puts that shot up and in, as the lead is now at 6. To Harrison Barnes once more, and he knocks that shot down, as that is a 3. He is now at 27 points, 23 in the second half. A great second half from him. Al Horford with the ball now, going to the post on Zaza Pachulia. Sort of stops and makes a move and puts that ball up and in as the lead is now up to 14. An outstanding fourth quarter from this Hawks team as Brandon Knight is bringing the ball up the floor, about 3 minutes left. And Jeff Teague just gets beat off the dribble out to Vince Carter for 3. And that makes the lead now 11 points with about 3 minutes left. Jeff Teague bringing the ball up the floor. Actually, that is Shelvin Mack getting some playing time late in the game. So Shelvin Mack getting the offense set, looking for Harrison Barnes once more. He gets the pass, he shoots, and he knocks that shot in. Harrison Barnes with a blistering second half, and he gets a steal, and he's going to take this one in, and he goes with the reverse dunk. Harrison Barnes is on fire in this second half. What a great quarter out of him. And great fourth quarter, but second half in general. So Jeff Teague with the ball, great pick from Paul Millsap, driving it out into the corner for Hayward. Hayward 2, Al Horford long 2, and he knocks that shot down as that ball bounced around before finally going in. On the perimeter, pass to Harrison Barnes, that ball is knocked out of bounds, saved by Brandon Knight. Vince Carter with the ball to Brandon Knight, long 2, and he knocks that shot down on the mid-range jumper. Lead is now 11, but the lead is now 6. But with only 0.3 seconds left, the game is pretty much over. And we will pull out the win here. Outstanding performance from Harrison Barnes in this game. Bunch of points in the second half. 6-point win, like I said. And there's an interview with Paul Millsap coming up with Doris Burke.
And a chance now to send you over Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win. It seemed like this game was getting away from you at points. What does the team take away from this game in terms of experience?
You know, we got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. You know, as simple as that. This is glad we got this win. We just can't let these things happen in the future.
An escape from some mistakes, Paul. Well done, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, that about concludes.
Inefficient days from Brandon Knight and OJ Mayo, 9 and 21 and 6 and 18 respectively. Brandon Barnes, 31 points, 10 rebounds in the game, 13 for 21. He was very efficient. Jeff Teague went 4 for 13. But he had 14 assists, so that sort of makes up for it. And Gordon Hayward went 7 for 8. That's extremely efficient. And we out-rebounded them by 11, had 6 more blocks. And I hope you enjoyed, because I'm out.